Hello, esteemed patrons of the Waterdavian Independent Film Festival. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Floon Blagmaar, artiste extraordinaire. Now, you might be wondering, isn't there a guy who usually has this slot on Tuesdays? Well, let me tell you one thing. I definitely did not meet him at the yawning portal, definitely did not give him way too many things to drink, and definitely did not suggest he seek fortune and glory down in Undermountain. That would be ridiculous and totally rude of me. Regardless, you're not here for him. You are here for me and my glorious creation. Featuring the suggestions of Oliver Clegg and some other person who is not quite as important, I, the great Floon Blagmaar, have come up with the greatest adventure of artistic proportions that Waterdeep has ever seen. Not only is it beautiful and heart-wrenching, but it's also just a little spooky, which makes it perfect for the season, even though I don't have the Thursday time slot, which would have been perfect for Cannibal Conspiracy. But hey, I guess that's what the alternating time slots gets you. Not only is it all these superlative adjectives and more, but it also had some of the greatest actors of Waterdeep's time. Nobanian, the Lord of Cats, God of Lions, speech giver about justice and such like. Shares, the God of Cats and Sensuality, who is fueled by wrath for what was stolen from her. Shigarette, a bogeyman, who is here to give the production some emotional gravitas and win us awards. Maybe he's a metaphor for society, I don't know. And Rare Van Wild Wanderer, the gnome god of tiny critters and trash pandas. Not only that, but we also had Meryl Streep for the title role, and unfortunately, none of them showed up. So we got a bunch of randos off the street for Attack of the 50-Foot Bikini Werewolf. Yes, I know, but hold your applause, for the epic adventure is yet to begin. And once it finishes, you may save your applause and your award votes for then. Until then, you better reserve only the edgiest seat, because that's all you're gonna need for Attack of the 50-Foot Bikini Werewolf. Hello and welcome to A Night of Spooks. I am your host, Alex, soon to be replaced by Floon Blagmaar, director and artiste extraordinaire. And with me, we've got several lovely people who are going to adventure with us through Attack of the 50-Foot Bikini Werewolf. We have Atlas.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm so ready.
We've got Jojo.
I've never been so ready, and I'm so scared.
We have Scott.
B-movies, hell yeah!
And joining us as a guest for this particular time slot, we've got Trawczynski.
Crime! This is what the Tuesday slot is like. It's strange.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's so odd. So
I kinda like it.
So
it's
very
like
odd.
So
being awake
Tuesday.
at a normal person hour.
What?
What?
Never heard of it.
What?
What?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. So, first, a little bit of explanation as to what is going to happen today. A little bit, because honestly, Attack of the 50-Foot Bikini Werewolf stands on its own merits. This is an adventure from DM's Guild, which is an amazing website full of a bunch of fun resources for dungeon masters to put together adventures, or just run pre-gen ones like this one. Attack of the 50-Foot Bikini Werewolf calls for 20th level characters. We don't have time for that, so instead, we're just going on a very simple system. Roll dice to see if you're good at the thing. It's D6s and not D20 plus whatever the hell.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah. That being said, what better time to get into Attack of the 50-Foot Bikini Werewolf than now?
Oh boy!
Whee!
Oh boy.
Oh my god. Sorry, nothing could have prepared me for Scott's portrait. Holy shit.
Wait, what? Oh my fucking god. Why?
What do you mean why?
I mean,
This is
not wrong, but...
This is fine, Scott. Alright. Yeah. Welcome, one and all, to the Watadavian Independent Film Festival, 14820R. I am Floon Blagmaar, director and artiste extraordinaire, here to present my amazing work of artistic integrity and an incredibly inflated budget, Attack of the 50-Foot Bikini Werewolf. Now, before we start, I would like to thank my wonderful casting crew. We invited the best actors from all across the Forgotten Realms, and none of them showed up, so instead we have these people. First of all, we have, Kinlan Traherne. Forgive me, this is the first time I'm seeing some of these names as Dungeon Master.
Quinlan Traherne. Quinlan. Thank you.
Sure, whatever. It's that. A kobold wizard, I believe, because you can't go wrong with wizards, except for the many, many times throughout history things have gone wrong directly because of wizards.
You want special effects? You got 'em.
I mean, there we go. That does save on the budget. We've got notorious crime lord Trawczynski.
That's me. I'm a halfling. I do crimes. But note, I'm quite tall. Don't mind any of this noise down below me at my legs section. Oh my god, shut up! I can't breathe in here! No, you're fine, you're fine.
Ah, this introduces another of our wonderful actors. This is Shay.
This is my...
Hi, I am, Crime's sister. We're twins.
Clearly.
We're definitely twins.
Yes.
Based on how you clearly look alike.
Yeah, we are paternal twins. It's fine.
We look exactly the same. Can't you?
Exactly.
Anyway, listen, Shay, I'm gonna need you to rebutton this. Don't worry about it. You don't need to...
It's okay, I got it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Shush.
And last, but certainly not least, we have Blair Vibrato.
Good evening, how are you today? I sing but cannot speak, so I don't know what to say.
As you can tell, Blair Vibrato is our bard, which means all of the bad things are probably going to be directed his way.
I am quite cursed.
No.
That's one way to put it.
No argument here. Now, as we all know, in a movie, things are comprised of scenes, and I have some great ones to share with you. Unfortunately, some of them might have been cut up and replaced in the editing process because my editors are completely incompetent. Nevertheless, we are going to start with Scene 1. Oh, that's really loud. Hold on.
What's going on? I can't hear anything.
What?
Should I be concerned?
Don't worry about it, Shay. It's fine. You don't need to
that's my sound mixer was also terrible. We start with Scene 1. The 40 minutes of exposition before whatever happens that you actually came to the movie for happens.
Alright.
Minutes? You've
Well,
gotta be
well,
kidding me.
This is just filler. It doesn't even make sense for the film.
Shut up, Shay. It's very important.
Can you two button that trench coat? It's very
Yes,
distracting.
yeah, I'm working on it. Hang on.
Thank you.
Shay, I'm gonna need you to hold still. Look, just breathe through your nose, okay? Just breathe through your nose.
But it smells in here.
But it's not my problem.
Hey.
Welcome to Waterdeep, the city where anything goes. And before you ask, yes, I mean that in two ways. One, the way you're thinking. And two, magic is everywhere. I mean, look at this artwork. There's fucking dragons up there, and no one's batting an eye. That being said, being a city that is so magically inclined as Waterdeep, there are rumors of bad magical things that happen in Waterdeep. For instance, you all have gathered investigating the rumors of a powerful avatar of Malar, the god of evil lycanthropes, forming in the city that have grown way too persistent and annoying to ignore. Unfortunately, Waterdeep is full of civilians, werewolves, godlike powers, and other very distracting fodder that are not the thing that the movie is titled after. So, here you are in the streets, looking for whatever the hell could possibly be the actual avatar of Malar that is so rumored and hinted at.
The thing is, like, Malar's got, like, a wolf thing going on.
I mean, there's no way we could possibly tell what could possibly be the avatar of Malar. at
You're
this
right,
point.
you're right. Listen, you gotta case the thing before you start on the actual crime. That's the
Gotta
crime
build
thing,
the dramatic tension and all that. Yeah,
You're right, you're right.
Let's see.
Perhaps we should do some I can't read that from all the way over here.
Okay, let me move this a little closer to you. Hang on.
Perhaps
Okay.
we should do some research of the history of the town. Thank you.
Great. What, you want to read some books?
Sure. That'd probably be the best course of action.
Absolutely.
Is there like a library?
There are all sorts of libraries where you can read about the history of Waterdeep in Waterdeep Dragon Heist, available wherever fine Dungeons and Dragons books are sold, probably for $50.
Oh, sick!
You want to go to a library when you can hardly read the script?
I have dyslexia!
Shay, don't make fun of my disabled sister. It's fine.
God, what died in that trench coat?
You know, I can't tell you that. That would incriminate me in some way.
Can I have a turn on the top?
No.
Why?
Okay, so, as someone who does crimes, I'm very good at street things.
Absolutely.
So I guess I'm gonna go slink around in the alleyways, not to do crimes, but to ask questions about this whole Malar thing. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'll
I
come with
see.
you because I'm nervous and I don't know anyone here.
That's fair.
Great.
Just stay close to me, and don't look at anyone.
Okay.
Slinking around in alleyways sounds like something Crimes Trawczynski is very good at. Therefore, instead of the average roll of 2d6, Crimes gets to roll 3d6.
Oh boy!
Wonderful.
I see.
Ooh.
Well, being a city as densely populated as Waterdeep, there are plenty of alleyways to skulk around in, ask around to see, hey, you know anything about this whole Malar business? And as you walk around, you see what looks to be an avatar of Malar in the middle of these alleyways, an angry werewolf eating a peasant right there, and no one's looking that direction except for you!
Oh wow! Holy fuck!
Oh, fuck.
This is gonna sound kind of weird, but, is anyone but me seeing the werewolf? Or did I just, I'm not imagining this, right? I mean,
Werewolves exist, crimes.
Are you sure?
Yes. My extensive studies have taught me that, and also, like, come on, it's right there.
Listen, I don't believe in anything until I see it at least 3.
Oh, I thought it was just a weird furry.
What's a Never
What
mind.
is a
I mean, yes, but that's beside the point. Okay, so a werewolf! Sorry, wait, fuck, the says, werewolf! Oh no!
Wait, what time is it?
That is actually a very good point.
It's around the middle of the day.
This seems a little odd.
Well, yeah, it's a werewolf in the middle of a street.
And not
Eating a-
close to midnight.
Wait, that's a really good point. Don't werewolves only come out during full moons?
Yeah, that's weird.
Not if they're good.
Oh, that's true.
They're really good at being
Well, good at
not-
being a werewolf, not
Yeah.
good, as in alignment.
Not if they're good, says Quinlan, talking about the werewolf eating the peasant in the middle of the alleyway.
Should we, like, do something?
I'm gonna attack it with my doll.
Wait, your doll?
I make dolls, silly.
Oh, right. Yeah, wait, your hobby, whatever.
I'm gonna run up to it and start. I'm just gonna hit it on the back of the head.
With your doll?
The doll!
I'm gonna beat it with the Crimes Trawczynski doll I made.
Hey!
You're the toughest person I know. You can handle.
Oh, that is adorable.
It's quite adorable.
I believe since dolls are your specialty for attacking, this would be a 3d6.
Yay! Okay. I should probably have the guys roll it out.
All right. You run up to the werewolf and start beating the ever-loving bastard shit out of it with the plastic doll. As you do, the werewolf and the peasant in the same voice yell, "Ow, ow, ow, ow! What the fuck, man?"
Why are you eating? Why are you eating this poor, defenseless peasant?
with the gross sploosh, the werewolf and a peasant turn into this ooze-like construct, start shifting around, and then turn into a, like, vaguely human-shaped ooze with eyes. This is clearly a mimic that disguised itself as a werewolf eating a peasant.
Oh, that's really gross.
Ew.
You just beat the hell out of every mimic you see. Is that the thing I'm sensing here?
I mean, you yourself as a werewolf eating a peasant. What else was I supposed to do? Run away like a baby?
Yeah?
Why specifically eating a peasant? What were you trying to accomplish there?
Listen, there are some things. Okay, you are clearly a child, so I'm not sure I should share this.
I'm fine! I am not 12. Like, people, I'm not 12.
We're definitely 35 and not 12.
Yeah, I have cats at home. I also have, a mortgage.
Like 5 mortgages.
5 whole mortgages.
5 of
Yeah, it's pretty tough on me.
Yeah,
Well,
it's hard. That's
Look, I'm just saying, if you want to pay off those mortgages, there's better ways to do it than attacking mimics who just happen to be minding their own business, pretending to be werewolves eating people.
Well, listen, I think we got off on the wrong foot. What's your name? What are you doing back here?
My name is... And, I like to pretend to be things.
Ah, so do I.
No. Back of the throat.
Oh, like that?
Like that, yeah, there you go.
Okay, my apologies. So why in the back of an alley when nobody can see you with this fantastic performance? Because I was obviously convinced.
I mean, obviously, it's just, you know, I want to do practice before I go and do stuff in public.
That makes a lot more sense. I always get nervous before going on stage, too.
Of course. Meanwhile, Quinlan and Blair, as you are watching the scene of conversing with the mimic, an old man with a cart crashes said cart into you and just starts... Yeah. Watch where you're going, says the old man, pulling groceries and throwing them at your faces.
You're the one who was going, you piece of shit!
Yeah, but you should still be on the watch, because I can't see shit, he says, still managing to throw groceries in your general direction.
You're the one who's supposed to have the right of way, idiot! Put some eyeglasses on!
I steal some of the groceries as they fall to the floor.
Eyeglasses!
Eyeglasses!
Hey, would you mind helping us deal with this problem? Because this guy is obviously being a big butthead.
I would mind, because you bashed me over the head with a doll.
Alright, okay, is there anything I can do to make up for it? Because that was obviously my fault.
Do you happen to have something you are really good at?
I am really good at making dolls and making tea.
Indeed! Every one of these clearly level 20 characters has something they are the best in the world at, and Shay is the best at making tea.
Yeah!
Shall we see how amazing this tea is with a 4d6?
4d6, hell yeah! Alright, my friend. Yeah. This is a special brew I made for you. It's called with a slice of...
Tastes the tea and is like, oh yeah, I can really taste that in there. Wait, why did you even get that?
I have a lot of supplies in my bag. I always make sure I carry some good spices and sugars and also a lot of with me, just in case.
Oh yeah, we stole that last week.
Yeah. No, we didn't steal it.
Absolutely, says the mimic as he just has this calm conversation as old men throw groceries at you.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
there's a crowd of them gathered now who throw groceries.
So, would you mind helping us deal with this problem?
I just said, yeah, I would mind.
Thank you. Okay, let's go take care of this problem. Don't worry, guys. Me and are here to help.
I'm not here to help. I said I minded. Oh my god.
Shay, come on. Don't bother the nice mimic man. Maybe. Quinn, could you talk to your new friend here, please? Quinn?
Friend? Friend?
Yes, your friend.
Asshole is my friend. First off, asshat, if you want to continue doing that, maybe you should think twice about it.
Don't! Another cabbage hits you in the face.
Oh, no. Take another 15 minutes. I know it takes a while. Go on.
It's okay, take your time.
Let the cogs go. Yes. Don't make me conjure anything.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Let's not get too hasty.
Hasty?
You
What do
really
you
should
mean
not
hasty?
laugh.
15 minutes, after all. I mean, that's practically nothing. Well, if you want to do something, go ahead. Be my guest.
Is
No?
he still throwing?
Yes, obviously he's still throwing. Can't you see the fucking cabbage? Oh,
I'd
Okay,
like to calm him down.
go ahead. Fucking
I'm
do it.
gonna
Finally.
Alex.
Okay, so just to make sure I have Shay has spent the past couple minutes to a mimic. Really does not seem terribly happy with the situation. Quinn has been hit by a man with the cart, and we're having groceries pelted at us, and we're all rather unsure of where to go from here. Apparently. Is that the situation as I understand it?
It appears so, yes.
Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Sir, with the groceries. Would you please stop? Okay, why are you throwing things at
Why
my...
are you talking when you could be stabbing?
Because there's a... Listen. That explains it. I was like, I don't actually know what's going on here. I
We're
went
just-
straighter.
I'm afraid. So Alex's mic died, so he's fixing it. So we're gonna converse on how to deal with this nasty cabbage man.
I vote for stabbing.
Okay, that was
Just calm
awkward.
him
I was
down.
talking and trying to tell everyone that Blair was singing the patented song of Calm Your Tits, but apparently the microphone was like, no, I want to die today.
I see.
Drinking character, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you
Blair,
want-
go on and sing.
Go on, sing the Calm Your Tits song. I would love to hear it.
What do I roll?
Well, because you've hit us with the sonic attack of a suddenly different microphone.
Fuck this mic!
Well, with that sonic attack boosting your voice, that would... Oh, there you go. With the sonic...
Is this better?
Yes, it is. With the sonic attack
Wonderful.
boosting your voice, that's a 3d6 to calm the cabbage man's tits. Yeah. The cabbage-throwing old man immediately stops throwing cabbage, letting go and letting it drop into the middle of the street, which is very unsanitary. I don't think Waterdeep gets regular cleaning.
I mean, you clean these off. You can go on the black market for a penny or two. Specifically,
Want
a
to
penny
pay
or
for my
two.
dry cleaning? What?
No, says the old man.
There you go. Fuck off.
The old man, being calm as he is, obliges and starts fucking off, which leads us into Scene 2. Scene 2! Scene 2, the law interferes, but gets it all horribly wrong.
Wait a second.
As the old man with his groceries walks away, you see standing behind him like 20 city guards, as well as one man in a very heavy-looking suit of armor, who
holy crap.
gently coughs and stares at you. Right, heard about a disturbance. What's all this then?
They started it.
Uh-huh.
There was a guy who threw cabbages at us. You could do something about that.
Yeah, but then there was like some casting magic in the street. There was like, I heard talk about an assault, and now I'm saying there's an actual crime lord here in the streets of Waterdeep, so that's
What?
fun.
No,
What are you talking about? Crime
no,
lord? This is a
I'm
12-year-old girl.
Yes, I'm 12 and would never heard why.
Look at
Didn't
that
you say
innocent
you
little
were
face.
35?
Look at me, I'm adorable.
No.
I'm not 35. I'm 12. Okay, listen, the 35 one.
Wait, are you asking Blair to shut the fuck up?
Yes!
I guess I have to roll a 1d6 now.
Yeah, you have to roll a 1d6 because Blair is cursed to not be able to do that very well.
Here we go. Oh.
Wow.
You have 6 seconds, so shut the fuck up, Blair.
Great, alright, awesome. Right, the police. Where'd the fucking mimic go?
Why did you ask me to be quiet?
You look over to see where the mimic is, and you see instead a sign that says, "I am not a mimic."
Seems legitimate.
Oh, just leave him alone. We've already bothered him enough.
I just feel like maybe he... You know what,
I'm gonna go over there and leave a boysenberry over there for him.
Oh, wait, where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm just leaving an offering for my god.
Not today, thank you, ma'am.
Aw.
So, tell you what, officer, hi, I'm 12 years old, I have no money.
We've already
because
established
I'm
that you are 34.
I am 12. God damn it, I'm really disappointed that the lie is the one you latched onto here. I am 12.
We clearly don't know what freaking mortgages are!
Yeah, obviously.
Look, this all seems to be a bit much, so can you at least explain what the hell you're doing in Waterdeep?
We heard about, some trouble that's going on, about a deep rumor about, some sort of avatar, and we're trying to figure out what the problem is.
Avatar?
Yeah.
Huh, what?
Avatar. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, Mela, that's the werewolf one, right? He says, turning to a guard. Then the guard goes, yeah. Afraid to say I haven't seen any werewolves, well, no more than usual amount of werewolves. I mean, it is Waterdeep.
Crime just sort of stares over at the not a mimic sign, like, I see!
Yeah. Why? You some kind of werewolf hunters?
Yes!
Yes!
Look at me, I'm not a fucking racist.
Yeah. Seems a bit harsh to me. Go around killing everyone with the disease, do you? You murder every poor sod with athlete's foot?
No,
We're trying to cure it. I make tea and I try to heal people. And
Listen,
I have
if you
one
have
specifically for lycanthropy.
Listen, if you have athlete's foot, it's for the best. But...
One of the guards raises a hand. I have athlete's foot!
I have a tea for that!
yeah, that one. Go with the tea.
Yeah. Listen, sounds very noble, says the head guard, making very dramatic air quotes as he does so.
Thank you. I tried really hard. I studied for years. Hey, wait a minute. That looks like sarcasm!
Yeah, it was. No, I don't know anything about this whole god avatar level disaster business, but if you ask me, everyone's gotta obey the law, or what's the point? Can't have guards marching in here doing what they like, you know, and you certainly can't have people disturbing the peace by being both 12 and 35 at the same time. That's against Schrodinger's law.
Schrodinger's law?
He's got a point, you know. Wait, you mean to tell me you don't know what Schrodinger's law is?
No, of course not.
Of course I know what that law is.
Listen.
I just asked to see if you knew about Schrodinger's law.
Look.
I didn't learn about it in school. I just know the mitochondria is the powerhouse
Shade!
itself.
Well, first
Sorry,
it
officer,
exists,
go on.
and then it don't. First it exists, and then it don't, then it don't.
Bravo, amazing. Wow, I love this. Look, you can have plenty of time to catch up on the code legal when you get through with your stay in the prison. Likely to be an overnight, in all honesty. I mean, it's just disturbing the peace, not anything, not any other fun crimes.
Excuse me? No, we have not disturbed any pieces. We've done nothing here. All we did was try to stop a werewolf that was eating a dude, and then it wasn't a dude, it was a mimic or something, and he was a because I guess that's his name, fuck if I know.
No, you gotta do it in the back of the throat.
Look at all these groceries this guy threw at us. Like, so many groceries. It's stupid is what it is.
Why'd you take that man's groceries? That's really mean.
I didn't take his groceries, he threw them at
What's that in your pocket?
a cabbage?
Uh-huh.
What, you gonna yell at a halfling for eating?
I'm gonna yell at a halfling for taking a man's cabbages. So you admit to taking the cabbages?
They were given.
That don't look given to me.
I played the 5th.
Ah, yes, because if we took cabbages, they'd obviously be smashed on the ground. Come on.
You plead the crime that is not impersonating a masked lord of Waterdeep?
I mean,
What the fuck?
that's what you say with officers, right? I plead the 5th.
Yeah, but
I don't know,
you and
I've
I
never
have
been around
very different fifths.
Oh,
Do we even
I-
know what the legal code here is?
No, I've
Not
never
a
been the
bit.
rest of my life.
We don't worry about that. We just want to go with the flow. Listen, there was no peace to disturb here in the beginning. Fuck.
So you're saying you deliberately disturbed things? Is that what you're saying now?
No, it was disturbed before we fucking got here.
Alright, so, as amazing as this scene is, there are usually two ways that the scenes of The Law Interferes But Gets It All Horribly Wrong tend to go. One is people fighting the law, and two is people going to jail for the inevitable prison break scene.
You know what? Let's
Hey,
just go
look!
to...
Look what's over there. It looks like someone's throwing some cabbages. And then Crimes just chucks a cabbage.
Bullshit!
Knock something down.
Alright, roll a 2d6 to chuck a cabbage at this man's face. You throw the cabbage at his face, it gets in on his helmet, and just slowly droops down. Hey, he says, drawing a long sword.
Crimes grabs Shay's hand. We are going to run now!
Run, everyone!
We run!
Alright, you run. None of you are particularly specialized in running, either because you have short, stubby legs or running is not a thing you're good at.
Listen, I'm great at running, okay? I am the best at running. I am great at look over there.
That's very nice. So, immediately as you try to run, Trawczynski, you just trip and tumble down. And because I think you said you were carrying Shay, the both of you collapse in a heap of halfling.
Ow! Get off of me!
No, listen, Shay,
You
it's
are
fine.
so
Listen,
heavy!
You're fine. You're fine. I am not heavy, you're heavy!
You're heavier!
Yeah.
Should I try and restore their spirits with Song of Rejuvenation and or explosions? I honestly don't know which one it will do.
I just want some McDonald's.
You choose which song. It'll be fun either way.
Okay, out of character, I honestly don't know which one I should do.
Fuck it, flip a coin.
Flip a coin, why not?
Quinn, can't you cast a thing?
1d2.
You cast things, right?
1d2.
You just seem
Can you do a 1d2?
Yeah.
1d4. Odd number is rejuvenation, even number is explosion. Alright, rejuvenation.
Okay, I guess we save the explosions for later.
Okay.
Alright.
Wow.
As the Song of Rejuvenation is what Blair is really good at. Your spirits feel rejuvenated as two city guards pick up Crimes and Shay and slap some manacles on them.
Hey!
Pick
Can
her
I-
up and run.
But my wrists are so small.
I was thinking the same thing.
Your wrists are so small, but it's Waterdeep. They have tiny handcuffs just in case.
They have zip ties.
Hurt.
They have, oh god, they have finger traps. They have
Crimes
finger traps.
bites at the tiny manacles like.
This is amazing to watch. As the head guard turns to both Blair and Quinlan. Please tell me we don't have to break out more monocles. They come out of my budget.
Well, I guess I can understand that. Now we'll go along. Supervise.
Yes. Alright.
Supervise what?
You!
I don't need supervision. You need.
Yeah, sure. Have fun breaking your teeth.
I'll steal some more.
Every little thing is gonna be alright.
Alright. So, as you try to lift the spirits of notorious crime lord Trawczynski, all of you are escorted to the Water Davian jail and tossed into a cell. Right, this is basically like the drunk cake. We let you out in the morning when you sober up.
Can I have some water?
No,
Why?
not in the budget.
Aw.
You can afford water?
Yeah. It's,
About the production we're in. Ah, you're right.
Wait, isn't the city called Waterdeep?
yeah. It's called Waterdeep, and Water Davian is a way to refer to stuff from Waterdeep.
Fair enough. Proceed.
So inevitably, rather than just sit there sensibly, it's time to plot a prison break!
Well, I have great news. I'm literally a criminal.
Wow, I never would have guessed.
I know, I really keep it on the DL, but...
Okay, alright, sis, what if, you get on my shoulders, and we put on that giant trench coat that you have, and, Quinn and, the other guy hide, and we're like, hey, we were put in here wrong! This is the wrong cell! I am supposed to be out there selling newspapers.
Okay, alright.
And, Quinn, do you have any way that you could get these shackles off of us?
I mean, you could have asked, like, hours ago. Plenty of ways to get people out of jail. Come on.
Alright, well, let's hear your brilliant plans here, wizard person, spell person.
Hey, be nice.
I don't know. I don't think I'm particularly motivated to do anything after being treated like this. How about you sweeten the deal a little bit, crime lord?
I have like 5 candy bars. 5 of them.
I'm gonna need a little more than that.
10, fine, 10 candy bars.
10 candy bars. Wow! What riches. Fine, I can fucking dimension door us out of here, idiots.
Fuck, really?
Yes.
Dimension door?
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to be like an ant or a rat or something, you can figure it out, play it by ear.
Why
Don't
didn't
get me
you
wrong,
say so?
I could totally pick that lock. That would be no problem for me being a crime lord.
Of course it wouldn't be. That's why you haven't done it already, right?
She's just gonna go over in the corner and start making tea while, like, trying not to sob uncontrollably.
I mean, there's Dimension Door, but then again, we could always leave a few craters.
Blair smiles. Blair smiles.
That's fair. Tell you what, I've got 12 candy bars.
12
candy bars?
Hey, did you steal mine?
No, definitely not.
I'm
Right, so
missing
12
2.
How dare you accuse crimes of stealing?
I've never stolen anything in my life. Listen.
My friends, I'm afraid I've been thinking.
Oh god, I'm afraid too. Fuck it, let's Dimension Door.
Yeah, just let's go. Can you get these manacles off my tiny wrist?
We'll worry about that later.
Please.
Alright. We're gonna fucking break out of here.
Excellent! So is Dimension Door one of the spells you're good at, or is it just something you kind of know?
Pretty good at getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Awesome! Then you roll 3d6 to cast Dimension Door.
Sick.
Excellent! So,
Oh, sick.
Quinlan, being a master magician, decides that the most sensible way to get out of jail is to literally rip a hole in the fabric of space and time and step directly through it.
Like you do.
I don't do anything halfway.
Yeah. Which leads
Is that
us
safe?
into... you don't know, it's a Dimension Door! Freaking go!
Alright. Come on, Shay.
Ow.
Shay, no time for tea. Come on. Well, as to make it, I pull out like a hairpin and start like trying to jimmy the handcuffs off, like holding the hairpin like in my teeth and like.
Excellent. Roll 3d6 because you're good at crimes like unlocking. Oh yeah.
Nice.
You're just freaking like look at them funny with the hairpin and they pop off.
And then I just go and like try to pull it off. Like, God, hold still. Fuck.
Ah,
Okay, there. Hang on, let me roll again.
thank you.
Yeah.
Amazingly, you're somehow worse at picking a lock with your hands than you are with your teeth.
You know, it's just I've done it with my teeth more. My tiny hands.
Now this will lead us into Scene 3. The disaster starts and we all try to look surprised.
Oh no!
Yeah. As you step through the dimension door and back onto the streets of Waterdeep, some strange, bizarre, and violent happenings occur. Ordinary citizens go about their day, but then suddenly grasp their hands in pain. Their heads, rather. Some of them grasp their hands. Why not? Because their palms are very hairy, and they're like, no, I'm clean. But they're not clean, because before your eyes, they suddenly turn into werewolves!
Holy fuck, who could have expected this?
Dun dun dun!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Dun dun dun!
They're eating her!
They're going to eat
Oh
us! Oh my god!
Okay, so werewolves.
Werewolves, you should probably do something about that.
Yeah, fuck. Shit. Okay.
I can throw tea!
What, you're just gonna make them tea and hope that fixes the problem? Tea?
Not only am I gonna make them tea, but it's going to be boiling, and I'm gonna throw it at them! And hopefully it'll burn some of the hair off, and maybe they'll turn back into
So you're gonna give them like a wax treatment?
Yeah!
Jolton wax treatment.
Yes!
I'm gonna roll 3d6, is that okay?
That's fine.
Yay!
Yay!
Alright. So, luckily these are just run-of-the-mill werewolves, so that is enough to make some boiling tea and throw it on a couple. And Mala's influence means these werewolves are particularly fragile, and when you throw the boiling tea, they sizzle, they crackle, and then they explode violently after an awoo.
Oh my god! Fuck!
Wait, were we trying an explosion?
No, that wasn't the plan! Wait.
I will try an explosion.
Wait, no one's asking for an explosion.
Blair's trying explosion!
Fucking hell.
Song of explosion. Oh!
You tune in to the fact that these werewolves explode and cause a bunch more of them to just explode with your mighty voice.
Rose, please!
Yeah. But as you take a breath after that amazing high C, what is there but even more werewolves, and these ones are on fire, throwing fireballs at you!
Oh, no, fuck. Let's see here. You know what? There's gotta be some source to this fucking madness. It's not just werewolves on fire. Let's see.
Can I roll?
Okay.
Can I roll for history?
Absolutely! Are you particularly good at it?
No!
2d6!
Okay, so...
You remember in recent history that werewolves were set on fire as they throw fire at your face, Shay!
Great job. Okay, so, okay, so as someone who does a lot of crimes, I am familiar with many crime lords throughout this city of Waterdeep, which has a lot of water in it, what with water being in the name and all. So I'm gonna call upon my various crime lord friends to bring out some water, because water is so it can get thrown on these werewolves. That makes perfect sense. And it's not who's worth a lot to get to this point.
Roll a 2d6 to see if they can get there to throw water.
Oh, come on!
That shit takes time!
Ah, come on!
You yell down an alleyway and you're like, hey, can we get some water? And like a few seconds later you hear, okay, sure, give me a few minutes. As the werewolves continue to throw fire at you.
I grab like the water bottle that I keep under the trench coat and throw that at them instead.
Okay. 2d6. You throw a water bottle and it hits one of the flaming werewolves square in the face, and it explodes!
Oh my god! Nice. Why are you so into the explosion thing? Like, why?
I mean, it's fucking sick. I mean, come on. If you're gonna do something, you might as well make it flashy and worth everybody else's time. Listen, I'm in charge of the special effects. Shut up.
That's fair, that's fair.
Yeah. Speaking of special effects, you hear a woo from up on high and look up, and there are flying werewolves!
Oh my god!
Wait, I have a question.
Yes?
How are they flying?
They're flapping their arms really fast!
This sounds like a job for destruction on high. Meteors.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Unless it's meteors, no.
Do meteors explode?
Not in particular.
Damn.
Oh, do your spell things. I'm trying to get my crime network going here. They're very.
I'm gonna meteor the werewolves.
Excellent. You call forth celestial bodies from on high just so they can fall atop the flying werewolves. They look very intimidating flying up there, but then they get dogged on the head, fall to the ground, and explode!
Now that's what I'm talking about! Meteors.
I mean, it was fucking cool, but
Yeah, we should fucking go.
yeah, let's go.
Alright.
Okay, come on.
You run away from the flaming werewolves into the streets of Waterdeep, where there are more werewolves, but these werewolves have guns!
Oh my god!
Well, if there was ever a point. Well, now it just feels like home.
Oh, where the fuck are you from?
Anywhere where there's crimes. All of the places where there's crimes. All at once.
We're from Brooklyn.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, what do you do about the gun werewolves?
I'm gonna...
It's time for the old tea-knife combo, Shay.
Okay! We're gonna team up into...
The old team up.
We're gonna team up.
Okay, no, there are no puns involved. This is very serious.
Team up against the werewolves. Punch them all in the face.
That can't be good for your throat, Mr.
Okay, so
Blair.
what you do is you unleash some burning tea upon them while they're distracted by being burned by a lot of tea. I just stab them in the back,
Okay,
one at a time.
So I get like 3 teapots out and like 2 kettles, and I like take a minute to brew some hot water, and then I put some like.
Hold on, let me brew this first. Hold on.
And then I put little
Okay,
bags
for the
of-
love of God.
In the background, there's just... Hold on, I'm brewing some tea!
and then I put little bags of cyanide in them,
Oh.
and then I throw them
Okay,
all at the werewolf with guns.
3d6.
Yay! Come on, 3.
Hey.
Ooh.
Hey, that's pretty good. The tea splashes onto the werewolves with guns, distracting them is like, wait, that's the weapon of choice? We have fucking guns. Who would do? Oh god, we're stabbed in the back, and they explode.
Well, not the back. I stab. Okay, listen. You know I can't reach their backs. I stab them.
Like in the butt?
Lower than that. Yes.
The calves,
in
the
the butt.
thighs?
Yes. Knees, thighs. Butt area.
Head, shoulder,
you're into.
toes.
It's what I can reach.
Okay, alright.
You go around stabbing the gun werewolves in whatever you can reach, and they explode because clearly that was their weak point.
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You then see some very bulky werewolves marching down the street, pushing old ladies around. That's so rude.
Oh no.
They are some monsters.
I think that while they're still distracted and not paying attention to us, now is a good time for me to make use of one of my specialties.
Wait, not distracted, you say?
And I'm gonna polymorph people into looking like werewolves.
Not distracted, you say? Alex, do I have to roll the thing?
Not distracted. Go for it.
Woo! Oh!
This calls for a song because they're so not distracted by you.
Kill the
I'm gonna
werewolf
polymorph.
things. We've got to kill the werewolf things.
You transform a bunch of people into looking like werewolves. I have no idea why, but thanks for helping out the budget.
You're welcome! Charge up! This is why you hired. Anyway.
This is too good.
I love it.
I'm just gonna go back to, since these werewolves are clearly very distracted already.
Very distracted by the amazing performance of Blair. Then they sense he's a bard and go over to kick him in the shins away.
Same.
In the middle of their shin kicking, you stab them in their shins. But these are no ordinary werewolves. These are multi-wolves, and they burst into 4 smaller werewolves.
Oh god, now they're elf size!
Ow, 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 ow.
There's more of them kicking now.
Ow, ow,
Oh no!
ow, ow, ow.
Has my criminal ground come yet?
The criminals eventually come with a single bottle of water, and they're like, "Here you go."
You fucking! No, I chucked the water bottle at one of the werewolves.
The water bottle rebounds against some of the tinier werewolves, and they explode, but tinily.
I'm gonna squeeze. Okay, I'm gonna do like a real dick move. I'm gonna squeeze lemon juice into their eyes.
Good.
You're
Do
a
it.
fucking monster. Go for it.
What do I roll? 3d6?
3d6 since it's tea related. All right. You pull out some lemons and start squeezing them onto the tiny werewolves. They're allergic to lemons. They explode.
Oh, that's vicious.
Are these the ones that were attacking Blair, or?
These are the ones that were attacking Blair.
Yay!
Thank you for the lemons.
When life gives you lemons, you squeeze them into your enemy's eyes.
Where do the werewolves seem to be coming from?
They seem to be coming from everywhere. This is the influence of Malar. However, speaking of that, it's time for cutscene.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit, the music has decided I'm not gonna play today. I don't have that, but clearly you do. You piece of garbage music player.
Budget.
We're going back to this right now while I try to fix it. Don't make me make you explode, computer. Clearly we have the budget for that.
Music wasn't even playing on my
Explosions we can handle. So, what kind of explosions are we talking? I can do fireball, I can do some lightning, I can do, well...
I just do all of them, I guess.
Meteors!
Fuck, stop!
Ah, fuck! There's more meteors! And as they rain and you look to the sky to see them, you see a gigantic figure rising over the buildings of Waterdeep. It is a gigantic werewolf, and it's wearing a bikini!
Oh my god!
I can't believe it's a 50-foot werewolf wearing a bikini.
Oh my god,
believe
at
the odds.
least it's decent.
That's true, that's polite of
Jesus,
it.
that's really
Gotta cover
good.
the unmentionables.
I don't want to see wearing a bikini a giant werewolf.
I mean, so I'm 12, and I think this experience is about
you were
to take me to-
35.
No, I'm 12!
Well, that's very
What?
unfortunate because this means we would have to skip forward to scene 7. Won't someone think of the children?
Don't skip. We're fine with giant, hot, bikini werewolf lady.
I'm definitely 35, and this isn't going to result in me developing some weird things later on in life.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
We are going
exactly.
to go through that, and we're going to make sure you're 35 during it, because otherwise thinking the children's going to be very awkward.
Let's not think about children at all.
Yes, exactly. It's
Yeah, we're 35.
All right. In the meantime, it is time for scene 4. Group bonding when we have time-sensitive things to be taken care of elsewhere.
Wait, what?
God, that's rude.
Wait, bonding?
Yeah, you see, in the face of such a dire situation as a 50-foot werewolf wearing a bikini, perhaps it is time to give a rousing, dramatic speech of some kind.
Oh,
Give me the 12 chocolate bars, Grimes.
here you go.
This isn't
Okay.
12. This is 11. What
Yeah.
are you fucking trying to pull?
Probably something about, like, hope, justice, and the power of friendship is appropriate. Honestly, the audience is going to be happy with everything. They are not in Attack the 50-Foot Bikini Werewolf for the plot.
Share
Alright.
fucking money.
I know that this is a really difficult situation, and I know that this is going to be hard to take care of and defeat, but I feel like that if we all pitch in together and work hard, even though we don't really get along, and I know that my sister is can be a big butthead and she's a crime lord, and I know that Blair can't stop singing, and I know that Quinn is kind of mean, but he sounds really cool. But I feel like if we all work together and stop bickering back and forth, then we can really take care of this. And with the power of friendship, I know that sounds cheesy, but let me roll with it. I know with the power of friendship, we can all defeat the 50-foot bikini werewolf.
And monster. You ruined it with the uwu.
It slipped.
Crimes is sitting there like eating chocolate bars, hands like 10 of them. When there's no, fuck that. Stands up, finishes eating the chocolate bar, casts the wrapper aside because she's littering. Fuck that. BJ, commit crimes. Let's do this.
Excellent. Anyone else want to give some dramatic speeches while you have very clearly things you should be doing instead?
Listen, I know we haven't known each other very long, and of course the pleasure is all yours, but let's go fuck shit up.
Well, that made me genuinely motivated. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Blair, do you have a song?
Gods on high, hear my prayer.
Oh my god.
Save my friends from that woeful
Please, I'll do anything.
Oh god.
Don't make me meteor you, Blair.
Oh god, the real crime is gonna be the reviews.
Like that.
Oh,
Doing a mandatory break, hold on.
Be just fine.
I'm going to my trailer, I'll be back.
I'm taking a lunch break. Can I get some Burger Queen or something?
Yeah.
Save us all.
Hang on, I'm gonna get a black coffee. Do you want anything else?
Can I green tea latte from like Starbucks or something?
I mean, I'll say yes, but you know I'm not.
just
I'm
at least make it a little sweet.
Okay,
bravo, bravo! We're gonna get Best Original Song for sure!
Yay!
I'm back from my break. Oh, thank fuck it's over.
Now, of course, everyone knows before we fight the giant 50-foot bikini werewolf, there is the important matter of evacuating the city of commoners so that we don't have to pay insurance for them.
Fair.
Ah, shit.
So we have to evacuate the commoners.
You do have to evacuate the commoners.
Well, you know there's nothing that crimes like being than helping the community. So I'm going to arouse my criminal.
Bullshit.
Shut up. I'm going to urge my criminal folk to help me out here.
This sounds like something about rousing the community. Sounds like something you're really bad at. You only get a 1d6.
No, I'm rousing my
Oh, if you're rousing the criminals, that's fine.
Rousing my criminals to go help get, shove people out of the goddamn city.
It's looting time, boys!
Like, hey, listen.
Okay.
If you get everyone out of the city to be safe, then you can steal everything that's left. As long as I get a 10%, thing for cluing you in, I think we're good.
Alright.
Okay, I have an idea. I am going to run down the street screaming and crying, and everyone will follow me because they're commoners in a action movie.
I could assist.
That would be great, because I don't want to hurt my throat.
I'm good at being loud.
Yes, you are.
Awesome.
I'm gonna roll for my criminals.
I'm gonna roll.
As you try to rouse the criminals, one of them raises a hand. Make it 5%!
But you got a deal!
Awesome! And he goes to do the thing.
What would I have to roll if I'm getting help from Blair?
You would combine your two results together for your individual things.
Okay.
Excellent.
So, I'm average at screaming in terror, so...
Okay.
Would that be a 2 or
That's
3?
a 2d6.
Okay.
Blair's not using explosion. Was the 3d6 or 2d6?
Well, if it's about being very loud, then probably Blair would be a 3d6. Otherwise, 2d6.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
You ready, Blair? Let's
You scream at the commoners, which of course is the best way to get all their attention, and they scream and start running after you instead of in random directions. That's the power of extras for you.
Now run away from the monster!
Run.
They run away from the giant, a-wooing menace that is rampaging through the streets behind them. Unfortunately, there's one particular commoner who is particularly slow about this. An old man with a clock.
Oh no!
I'm gonna run back and try and pick him up.
Hey, you idiot! Drop the fucking clock!
I can't, he says. This is my family heirloom, my huge 10,000-pound metal grandfather clock. I can't bear to leave it behind.
I'm gonna kick him in the shin and pick him up and run.
Damn.
You're going to try and pick up a 10,000-pound metal grandfather clock.
No, I'm going to kick him in the shin so he drops the clock, and then I'm gonna pick up the man and run.
That's my sister.
I learned from the best.
You can certainly try. Make a roll 2d6. The man is kicked in the shins, but he drops the clock directly onto you.
Oh no!
Just like your sister would do.
Just like this.
How are you two still alive?
You know, I mean, 12 is not that long to live. We've got.
Luckily, we're working with Dwayne the Rock Elemental Johnson rules here, so you're action heroes. No matter how fucking stupid it may seem, nothing really kills you. You just get super hurt.
What are you doing to her?
Well, let's try to get this 10,000-pound clock off of her. Come on.
Hang on, I come to try to help it off. Oh no, Shay! I need you to be bottom.
Could I make it with an explosion?
Okay.
You are not particularly strong, Quinlan, so you try and lift. You give it your all, but you're gonna need some help. The old man says, if you're trying to move my clock, I'd appreciate that. Mind the magic. It will not react well.
Magic? What are you talking about?
Yeah, don't try to cast magic to lift it. Things might happen that are bad.
Okay, good. You three.
Yeah.
Losers, come on, help me.
Could I make
so
an argument to try and propel it with the blast of an explosion?
You want to try that? Go ahead.
crimes like
you
this
explode me, I'm gonna fucking eviscerate you.
Stand back. Stand back.
She can't. Oh my god.
Please don't hurt me. I'm already really hurt, and I think my spine exploded.
Oh,
Duck and cover. Duck and cover.
I pulled my purple hood over my head and covered my face.
Oh no! You sing mightily to cause an explosion on the clock! The clock that Quinlan is currently trying to lift and Shay is behind. And as you think, wait, maybe this was a poor idea, explosion happens! Sending them flying, sending bits of clock flying, and sending werewolves flying from the force of the explosion. When were the werewolves there? They are now. They just go flinging through the air, grab onto you, and slam into the wall with you. The werewolf explodes!
Were the werewolves in the clock?
Not that I can tell, but my clock, it's exploded! Who could have seen this coming? Says the old man.
Look, over there! Blame that person!
Yes!
I think I ruptured my spleen!
Oh, you're
walk it off!
Yeah, walk it off, you're fine. First Crimes helps Shay get up and then smacks Shay on the back, like, walk it off. Fine, drink some tea or whatever.
I'm all out of tea water.
Here, like, I pour you some. Here, it's ice. It's totally not, it's lukewarm, but
yeah.
It's like room temperature water with, like, fucking Lipton tea bag.
Electronic kettle so we can...
Well, you might have really screwed that up, but, would you mind helping me? You seem like the closest thing to the heroic type.
What gave you that idea?
Everyone else is running screaming. Or a werewolf.
How much gold do you have on you?
I don't have much gold, but I do have 300 parrots that need to be moved out of the city.
300!
It's not gold, I'm not interested.
Okay, what about the rest of you?
I mean, parrots are very good at crime. Can I have some of the parrots?
You'd have to talk to them about that. I don't speak for the parrots. I just own 300 of them.
Fair.
Wait, parrots aren't good at crimes. They're good. What if we train them to pick us up and we can fly? We will take over the goddamn city.
That's a great idea.
Let's do it. Take the parrots.
All right. Great, they're back that way, he says, pointing towards the direction of the 50-foot bikini werewolf.
Alright, come on, Blair. We need you to sing them into submission. Come on, plot calls.
Yeah.
This is your chance.
You rush off towards the old man's house, open the door. Holy shit, that's a lot of parrots. He has exactly 300 in there. What the fuck?
Why do you have so many?
Why are there so many parrots?
I needed 300 parrots. What can I say?
For what?
Parrot purposes.
Fair.
But 300 parrots. This is
Parrot
blasphemy.
purposes. Okay, parrots. I'm gonna need you to all listen to me. Why should I listen to this small halfling in a very long trench coat? I'll tell you why. There is a good deal in for you. So many crackers, so much bird seed.
Oi, birds! Fuck off!
Right? You can work with us. We can work with us. Come on, come on.
We're getting mixed messages.
Quinn, I am trying to make a deal here. This is my criminal empire.
The fucking parrots when they died to the werewolf? I didn't think so.
I'm not gonna pay for anything. They're just gonna help us.
You're not gonna pay for anything? Okay, sure, fine, whatever. Go ahead. Fine, be my guest. It's not like I'm in charge of the special effects, but fine, okay, fine, whatever.
Why are we whispering?
All we have to do is just get a lot of bird seed and crackers. They like crackers, right?
If they die, it's your collateral.
I have bird seed.
Oh yeah, there we go. Crimes like snatches the bird seed out and then holds it up. All right, bulbs.
Birdseed, 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 birdseed! Because you have birdseed, roll 3d6 to persuade the parrots. Alright, the parrots all just open the doors of their cages somehow, fly in and crash tackle this tiny halfling down to the ground to peck at the birdseed.
Okay, you all ready to work with us? Maybe.
Birdseed, birdseed, birdseed!
Yes.
Birdseed.
Okay, listen, you can after fight the werewolf.
Alright, roll a 3d6 because you did bribe him with birdseed to go fight the bikini.
God damn it!
Yeah, one of the parrots flies out the window, looks at the bikini werewolf, flies back. Fuck that! And
can I try and woo the birds?
You can certainly try, but you'll only have a 2d6 to do it.
Okay.
You have the exact same argument. Kinda sucks.
Okay. I need a break. I'm going on a lunch break. I'll be back.
Wait, no, we haven't finished the scene. Get back here.
I'm hungry and dehydrated.
We haven't finished the scene. There's one more thing we need to get back out. My wife and child.
Why are you concerned about parents?
Once you see my wife, you'll figure it out.
That is very rude, but okay.
That's extremely vague.
Let's go find that wife.
Is your wife a 50-foot bikini werewolf monster?
No, she's quite a bit smaller, says the old man, as you go and open a door, and in there is a small, smelly goblin woman with a small, smelly goblin child. There she is!
Oh, shit.
Fuck
You
it.
two need to get the fuck out.
I grab both of them and I just walk away.
You try to grab the goblin, but the woman curses at you in goblin, conjures up a fireball, and drops it directly on your head.
Oh no, ow.
She,
That's what I'm talking about.
She doesn't speak common, I'm afraid.
Can I try and speak Goblin to these people, please?
Roll 2d6 to see if you speak Goblin.
Say, I'm a wizard. I can maybe cast comprehend languages. Maybe.
You turn and speak Goblin to the goblins, and they're like, "Oh wait, why did you say so in the first place? Then I wouldn't have tried to incinerate you in fiery death."
I'm sorry, but we need to leave, and it's really stressing me out. And the more stressed out I get, the angrier I get.
Shay, please, Shay, please. Remember those candy bars? Here, have a Snickers.
Thanks.
Okay, Director, I have a problem with this. We never specified brand advertising in this.
Shit's fine.
We need sponsorships. We ran out of the first budget. I had to make some backroom deals. It's not like I made a deal with Desmodeus or anything.
Better to ask forgiveness than permission.
You get
Exactly.
I'm fine. What a convenience.
Yeah. As you escort the old man and his awful goblin wife and child outside, we go to scene 7. Won't somebody think of the children?
Rather not.
Yeah. All of the children go blind at the sight of the Bikini Werewolf. They can't be expected to cope with this kind of thing. The werewolf might be in the bikini, yes, but there is still the subtle implication of breast, and that simply will not do. Despite the fact they probably nursed on one for a long time, it is important the audience understand the breast is only a sexual, forbidden, verboten object, and vastly different from the male nipple, which would be fine. Save them! Save the children! Save them from perspective and maturity! There are no mechanics into this part. I've run out of ideas for that. Maybe there's a scene where they all bleed out or something. Oh, would that mean we have to increase the rating to an adult movie?
No, violence is fine. It's the sexuality that really fucks people up.
Hold on. My friend Volo is saying I need to go see my therapist because this is the 3rd breast rent I have this week. We'll take a quick intermission, and when we get back, more Bikini Werewolf!
Cool, I'll be in my trailer.
Floon.
Hello and welcome back to Attack of the 50-Foot Bikini Werewolf. I hope you enjoyed your break, got some popcorn and or pork rinds and or something to drink, cause you're gonna need it. You're on the edge of your seat for more Attack of the 50-Foot Bikini Werewolf.
The vending machine was empty.
Did you say war crimes?
What?
Crimes!
Crimes, you say?
Alright, what scene are we on again?
Well, as I said earlier, my editor fucked up and put all the scenes out of order, so we did like scene 11, the random explosion, really early, but we're back to scene 5, the expensive CGI building collapse.
I mean, yes, of course.
Well, you see...
You're so excited about that.
You see, the 50-foot Bikini Werewolf is possessed by Malar, and therefore has a healthy disregard for zoning ordinances, as she turns, grabs a tower, and just tosses it onto the ground. Anyone who is not immune to being crushed by gigantic piles of rock should probably do something to avoid that.
Okay.
Sounds like getting out of Dodge time.
Yep. I do some sick flips and shit, which, as you know, is a thing that do in criminal movies. Think some real Ocean's 11 acrobat shit.
Of course.
Can I say that? Say I'm good at this?
You're probably pretty good at that.
Yeah! Fucking, but I rolled not great.
You rolled okay. You do some sick flips. However, it specifically notes ye olde buildings and of ye old buildings of ye old crumbling fantasy city are ridiculously easy to crime, and I should give full cinematic license to anyone who does stupid flippin' shit for the sake of death-defying stunts. So congratulations, you just flip over the falling building. What about the rest of you?
Oh shit, sick flips!
Can Blair try to destroy it mid-air while it's yeah.
You can certainly try 3d6.
Salt explosions! Oh, okay. 3d6?
3d6, because you don't have a lot of time to do that.
That's fair. No.
The good news is you do sing and cause an explosion. The bad news is it shatters it into more pieces that fall on you, and one of them is a werewolf for no particular reason. Okay. Quinlan and Shay.
Okay. No.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes?
Just go ahead.
Free?
What are you trying to do to not get crushed by a falling building?
Run.
You're not particularly good at that, so that's a 2d6.
Hey!
We have short legs, Shay.
You have short legs.
You don't have to be ashamed about your.
I'm insecure about my legs.
It's okay. You start running. The building collapses further behind you, and then you just start karate chopping the air with your arms like Tom Cruise because that somehow makes you go faster, and you successfully outrun a fucking building. Which leaves just Quinlan.
It's polymorph time. I'm gonna polymorph into something. You know, I'm gonna say I'm gonna polymorph into a dragon and dodge. And
Okay.
zip through and fly!
Excellent. Definitely not how polymorph works in game, but fuck it. You're a level 20. Go for it.
Fuck yeah!
Polymorph dragon.
Sick. You transform into a dragon and fly out of the way of the building, because falling rocks don't matter when you're in the frickin' air, which ultimately leaves only the bard as having had bad things happen to him. But for Floon and Blagmaar, that's a win.
That makes sense.
Why?
I don't think you want the answer.
As the 50-foot Bikini Werewolf looks down at the fleeing people in the city below, she laughs and says, "Such a petty array of fools," because apparently she can talk, and then starts running after them. Which leads directly into scene 6, the sudden but inevitable betrayal. You see, the disaster of the falling tower has triggered a new event. One of the heroes was working for the 50-foot werewolf all along. That doesn't make any sense, you say? Oh, well, look at you, fancy person over there paying attention to the plot. This is happening. Just go with it.
But which one was it?
I mean, honestly, all I really need to do is let you duke it out for the honor of being the fighter. I could probably just go get a snack, because everyone wants to be the villain.
No. Crimes would never be.
Villainy, you say?
Oh, there we go.
No.
I mean, as someone who's patently in charge of the special effects budget, I'm going to have to say, it's explosion time.
Fuck.
It's meteor time, baby!
Oh, no!
What's your sudden but inevitable betrayal?
Meteors!
Oh, no!
Oh, who could have foreseen this coming? The psychopathic kobold who turned into a dragon breathes meteors down upon you! Oh shit, what are all you gonna do to avoid meteors?
Crimes grabs Shay and run, but does some flips. Crimes grabs Shay and flips because she's better at flips than she is at running.
Clearly!
Alright, sick flips!
The flips are not sick enough. You are struck by the sudden but inevitable betrayal.
I can't. I'm just so shocked that this has happened. I trusted you for some reason. Why would I trust anyone on a criminal?
You fool!
Yeah, listen,
That was your downfall.
But why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Because you're a bard.
No, that's fair.
Why?
What, you fucking deaf too? Me.
Oh shit! More meteors toward the barn! Oh fuck, what's up?
No.
Okay. Quinn, I know we've had our differences. Mostly this one that's happening right now where you shot meteors at us, and it did hurt both my feelings and physically because they were me. But I'd like you to consider something. Do you know how much budget is probably being spent, by adding this to the werewolf thing?
Yeah, I know.
This is probably very expensive.
I'm the one getting paid. Crimes, you're right.
Fuck.
Nice
You
try.
get paid.
But I'm in charge of the special effects!
Think about how much cooler it would be if you made some sort of big explosion and fake died tragically. Like, think about how cool that would be.
I think it's time for a heel turn. Now, who wants to be a T-Rex?
Wait!
Sounds like Crimes wants to be a T-Rex.
Really don't want to be.
Go fight that werewolf!
No. Okay.
Baby!
Oh no!
Oh, frick! Oh, shit. Do you want to avoid being a T-Rex, Crimes, Trawczynski?
It is much funnier if she becomes a T-Rex. I'm not even...
Jump in front of her!
Oh no!
No, I want to be the T-Listen. I already referenced Taco for TV once. I insist that I become a I insist that I become Dupree the T-Rex.
I mean, she's not allowed to have arms, so like T-Rex fits.
Exactly. I have tiny arms.
Congratulations, Crimes, Trawczynski! You're now a T-Rex, which gives us the budget for a freaking kaiju battle!
Oh my god. Alright,
I told you I would disappoint you, Floon!
in that case, I think it is time. It's time for me to fight with this 50-foot bikini werewolf.
Alright.
I jump on her back. Finally, I'm on top.
It's time for us to commit the greatest crime. Everyone knows that never good reviews because they're in poor taste. Let's commit the greatest crime of all time.
Let's
a kaiju battle.
Fuck you, Pacific Rim the first. It was great.
It was great, but all of my fancy film review friends say it's bad. So this is the ultimate crime, the crime against good taste. Let's do this.
Blair just takes off
I
his
commit
cops.
the ultimate crime.
You charge and commit the ultimate crime of being a kaiju battle and headbutt the 50-foot bikini werewolf, who turns and is like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
I have
Mr.
a
Director,
big
sir,
head and little.
It says I just fade into the background for the rest of this scene? Is that right?
For a little bit. We got a couple more scenes coming up where everyone comes together because audiences love that shit.
No.
Just try not to get stepped on.
You yum onto the bikini werewolf's head, and she punches you away with functioning arms. Your weakness as a T-Rex.
No! How did she figure out my weakness was punching arms?
I want to jump onto the werewolf's back and climb up onto his head because I'm actually really good at climbing because I need to climb up trees to get ingredients for tea.
It's a she.
She. I'm gonna climb up her back.
All right, go for it.
Okay, that's a 3d6.
That's a
right?
3d6. Yes. All right, you leap onto the back of the bikini werewolf while she is fighting the T-Rex and start slowly clambering up.
God, you taste gross.
I eventually climb up to the head, and I take out the. Do you remember those ice cubes you gave me?
Yes.
I turn them into boiling hot tea water, and I pour it into its eyes.
Okay.
Ooh.
'Cause I'm really, really, really good at pouring.
You are very good at pouring, and it gets into the bikini werewolf's eye. She has a lot of health, though, even though health isn't really a thing. So as you do, she ducks her head to avoid the pour, sends you flying off onto the streets, and laughs. Dance, tiny meat sack!
I tried to catch Shay
With your tiny arms?
1d6 because your arms are so tiny! You completely fail!
No!
Bonk! You land over by Blair!
Are you okay? Yeah, she's fine.
Ow. I thought I was an asshole.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Which leads us into Scene 10, the sexy wolf attack!
Oh no.
What? Hold on, what? Hold on. Hold on, I'm in the... What do you mean we can't? Apparently we can't show this because it's not attacking the 50-foot bikini werewolf after dark. Just the
Thank
worst.
God, I'm only 12, for goodness
But
sake.
we already had to think of the children.
No. Think of the children as the anti-sexy.
Well, I mean, don't they cancel each other out? I mean,
we want to get this at the award ceremony. We can't do that if it's you know, whatever.
This is really good art.
It really confuses me.
I'm loving this art.
Time for scene 11. Avoiding the obvious solution. Yeah.
wow, I'm really good at that.
Me too.
All of you pass by a glass case reading "Break in case of 50-foot bikini werewolf standing on the street corner with a gigantic silver sword in it. Please tell me how you go about ignoring this in a dramatic way, or using it in a pointless way.
I know exactly
I
what to do here.
Go ahead.
More explosions, I know.
Yeah.
But Lynn, now I need your own help here.
More than happy to help, brother.
Let's go. Alright. Shit, where'd my character sheet go? There it is.
This? Oh, shit.
Song of Explosions.
Song of Explosions.
Song of Explosions! Ah!
Well, the good news is you do break the glass. The glass is now broken, and you stand there congratulating yourselves on breaking the glass as the 50-foot bikini werewolf continues its rampage.
Honestly, I'm like, oh god, I want to try. I try to. I'm gonna help. I just gotta get this sword, and I can't. So here's the thing, I'm a T-Rex. At first I kind of reach down and kind of like try to like lean down and grab the sword, but I can't because my arms are too short. And then I try to do it with my tail, but it turns out T-Rexes don't have prehensile tails, so that doesn't work either. And then I finally just like kind of go down and like kind of grab like the handle with my teeth like it's a fucking toothpick. Like,
Great. Now how do you use it in a completely pointless way?
I go over to I kind of like wave my head.
I believe.
It look cool.
Oh yeah, it looks really nice, says the Bikini Werewolf.
Thanks. God, really badass. So good on the poster.
It's gonna look really amazing, but oh, the situation is so hopeless. If only you had something that could help. Oh well.
And then I just sort of cast it. I just sort of drop it next to Shay, like. Alright, anyway, back to fighting, and then go back to, like, anyway, I gotta bite you for hurting my sister. Am I average at biting this werewolf, or good at biting this werewolf now that I'm a T-Rex?
Well, T-Rexes are good at biting, so I think you're pretty good.
Right.
You are pretty good at biting the werewolf. Who's like, quit it! I'm the one who should be biting!
See, I know what you're thinking. Maybe I should have used the sword. Why would I do that when I have so many words in my mouth?
Yeah, fair point, but I have this! She picks up a tower and slams it against your head.
Oh, fuck!
I feel powerful in this garb!
Are you okay?
No!
She is fine.
And now, oh shit, we're almost out of budget. Scene 12, the final battle. We probably shouldn't have used all those explosions. Kill the Bikini Werewolf so we can wrap the shoot up and collect all the awards.
Fuck.
I have an idea, but you'll have to protect me.
I got
Are you sure this will work?
I found this shield on the ground. I got your back.
So, the moons could be a giant meteor, couldn't it?
Oh my god!
I mean, when you put it that way, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Time!
Oh my god.
You raise your magic shit dramatically into the air and send the moon crashing down onto the Bikini Werewolf. But here's the thing. The werewolves like the moon. They're like, hey, that's a pretty nice massage. That was very nice. So what happens is, boom, there's a dramatic dust cloud. And then that thing that always happens, the dust cloud settles and the werewolf is fine, laughing.
No.
She grabs the moon and yells, "When I rule over this land, this dress code shall be mandatory!" and throws the moon at you!
No, please!
I'm going to need
I don't have enough confidence in my bikini body!
I'm gonna drink a cup of tea, and I'm gonna go over and kick her in the shin.
Okay. 1d6 because it's a gigantic shin.
Could I make an argument to use an explosion to rocket propel Shay forward toward it?
Please?
Oh, wait.
Please?
Yeah, hold on, let me do this. You, like, weakly kick the werewolf in the shin. He laughs. You are lambs to the slaughter. Pulls back a leg and just punts you over towards...
Shay!
Yeah. Punts you over towards Blair, who can use an explosion to propel Shay back for another round of kicking. Oh my god, yes! Shay is propelled back with the force of an explosion to punch the Bikini Werewolf in the shin. 3d6.
3, okay.
Bam! You smack the werewolf in the shin, which everyone knows is a weak point of werewolves. As
I also drank explosive tea, so I'm gonna explode in like 10 seconds.
Oh my god.
What?
Shay used a falcon kick.
Falcon kick. Alright, as you do, the werewolf stumbles back from the force of the attack on her shins and growls, "Always check your cup size to make sure your back has proper support!"
Well, Crimes,
Yes.
Blair, and Quinn,
Yes.
thanks for this wonderful opportunity. Live long and live fearlessly! And I explode!
Wait, what?
4d6 for exploding! That's where our explosion budget went to! You burst! And now the 50-foot Bikini Werewolf is the one-legged but still 50 feet tall Bikini Werewolf, so it's just a 1 foot technically, but also 50 feet. Math is hard!
Oh no, my sister!
No.
Oh no!
Your sacrifice can't be in vain.
You're right. There has to be something we can use.
Be for naught.
There has to be something that it's weak to. But what could it be? Explosions? No, we already did that.
You kill yourselves to stop me? You are all fools. I smell insecurity. Or is that just urine?
No,
Just because we don't have a cup size that's comparable to yours doesn't mean you can just say things like that.
Too bad! There's no mercy from my fiery barbs. No mercy for the weak or bankers. Especially bankers, she says,
Well, I can
picking
get
up a
behind
bank
that.
and throwing it at you.
Wait. I, as a criminal, I proceed to steal the bank from midair. The ultimate crime.
The ultimate crime! Stealing the whole bank in midair! You catch it with your T-Rex arms and just slam it over the Bikini Werewolf's head! Ah, dramatic irony!
Okay, there was that, but there has to be something else. Wait, I dig through the remains of the bank, and then, like, I pull out, like, there's, like, flags and stuff, and I just, like, pull it up and kind of pull it up. Maybe kind of holds it up in front of my T-Rex body. Maybe I could wear a bikini? No, and then I throw it aside. No, there's gotta be something else. Something that we missed.
Yeah,
What? But
surely!
what?
If only there wasn't a complete, linchpin of this plan that we just threw away like it was the... Wait.
What?
Back to
What?
that bikini.
The bikini? Oh god, do I have to? I just don't like
It's the only way.
the flag and like start to awkwardly put it on my T-Rex body, and I'm like kind of like shrinking down, like I'm quick, very full. But
We
finally,
don't have time.
Blair! While she's distracted with the T-Rex, go for the sword!
as I do like a sexy Rex, it's like popping out my tip. And yes, please draw me like one of your French T-Rexes.
I would, but I have no artistic ability!
You know what? What matters is
Blair is going to run for the sword, I guess.
Okay, what do you know? There's a sword! Wow, if only you thought of that earlier!
God, how could I have known? Is that a 2d6 or a 3d6? I forgot.
You're not very good at swords, so 2d6.
Shit. Oh, wow.
However, the werewolf is not very good about not getting hit with silver swords, so you dunk the sword against the werewolf's remaining leg. He's like, ha! Is that the best you can do? And the 50-foot bikini werewolf explodes!
More like the 48-foot bikini werewolf. Yeah!
Hey.
Oh no, my sister! As I dramatically...
I guess we can drop the T-Rex polymorph, so it's
and then like, I just dropped all the way, like
Bonk!
My sister! I forgot to tell you, Shay, as I try to look around for any... I find, like, her tea bags. Oh, no! Shay! How will I fit the trench coat now?
Blair looks to the ground, then suddenly has a thought. It's like, I have one idea, but I need you all to care. Then looks to the audience. We need you all to care.
What are you doing?
I'm not good at caring.
Audience, please, if you are moved to tears by my art, then your tears, your hearts, can revive Shay from the explosion zone.
Shay, please care.
God damn it, I need for the train. And because the McDonald's bit is only funny if she asks for McDonald's.
I want to
please
attempt
save my
one
sister.
final song of rejuvenation.
I'm in charge of the special effects! I have to give in.
I sob. I give like a very obvious fake tea bags.
My cold reptilian heart.
Alright. With a 16 and checking if the audience wants Shay to live or die. Yeah.
Please care.
Please care.
Please care.
Please care for Shay.
Come back. They're shedding tears.
They're shedding tears. That's the ingredient of reviving Shay.
Okay.
There were tears. They're tearing.
They're
definitely
tears.
tearing.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
Aggressively.
enough to revive Shay the instant Shay gets back to the stage. Shit, we need to go revive
just a
Shay.
dramatic
Shay,
pause.
get back on set.
Oh, what? I was taking a... Oh, man.
Oh, Shay, you're alive. Hugs.
Wait, my wrist is still broken.
Hallelujah.
The fuck was that bullshit? What am I supposed to do without you, huh? We have...
You love me?
I put the trench coat on. God damn it!
I'm scared. And I hug her, and and I kind of lift her off the ground because I'm slightly taller than her. Alright, so what's the plan?
Precious.
Well, the werewolf's gone, and so is most of the city, but that's besides the point.
As well as a clock.
Well, I say this calls for a celebration. Let's go to,
You guys want to just
Dave and Buster's!
wait, why Dave and Buster's? Are they also sponsoring us?
Let's hope.
Forgiveness, not permission.
I don't.
But wait, there is the post-credit scene that no one will understand because the
Oh my
casual
God.
moviegoer isn't up to date on their deep, intricate 50-foot bikini werewolf lore. The film ends and the camera zooms out to a windswept beach. The sound of the sea crashes against cliffs in the distance. The sky is dark and gloomy. A house stands alone on a hill, the rafters heavy with memory. And a lone, pale man wanders up to it, pulling his collar to shield himself from the wind. His briefcase reads, "The Alchemist," and he is alone. A raven swoops down from above and stares into the camera. Fade to black. And that was Attack of the 50-Foot Bikini Werewolf! We will see you all at the award ceremony!
Yay!
Bravo!
I'm going back to my trailer.
So, here's the invoice. place for the material component.
Yeah!
Put it on my tab!
You better fucking have a tab.
Oh, of course I've got a tab! Who wouldn't have a tab?
Meteors,
Alright,
Floon.
alright,
Meteors!
Shay, so I got his wallet. I think I can finally take you.
Oh, sweet! Thanks, man. Okay,
Yeah, let's
so
wait.
I want.
We're actually going to Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, let's go to Dave and Buster's.
Can we get
Yeah.
some? Can we go to McDonald's on the way?
Right?
I want a medium fry. I want a ham and I want a sausage and cheese biscuit. And I want a hash brown and I want a large sweet.
We're gonna like split it, okay? 70-30.
All right, fine. That's fair, I guess.
Chicken strips.
I get the 70 though, because I died.
Aw, you think you get the 70 for that's
Oh, you think you can bribe me anymore? I witnessed fucking death. God called me, and then you ripped my screaming halfling soul from heaven.
You're fine.
Fine.
I'm gonna have nightmares about the
care.
It's just show business.
I better get a fucking Oscar.